evening. Welcome to Coffee and Tea with Aeson and Gwen. And man, has it been a day, people.
Hi, everybody.
God, can I run over people? Is that allowed? And furthermore, can you ready the jet so we can fly to Germany and begin our target practice?
Hey, hey, I like my name spelled like that.
Which way did I spell it this time?
Gwynn.
Okay.
I like that. I mean, I love my name, but I love that. It's more that puts more of that Welsh twist on it because my
Uh-huh.
name, Gwendolyn, is a Welsh name, so
Right.
that puts that Celtic spin on it more. I like that.
Right.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I'm just getting the socials out. But no, sorry, it's been one of those. It's like, oh God, one more thing. Just one more idiot coming in. Well, I think we should change this. And why do we need this? And it's like, because I say so. Does that work? So y'all guys may hear dinging in the background. That is because, you know, my parent company, one of the companies I have a lot invested in, has decided to go through and do a massive update. Part of
Yes.
it's revealed today. So, what's your first impressions, Gwen?
I mean, aesthetically, it's beautiful,
Uh huh.
but on our end, and I wish I knew what was on the client side, like
The
on the
exact same
consumer
thing.
side, like how they're seeing things happening.
Uh huh.
Because it's been definitely interesting on this end.
Oh, yeah. It has been. It's been slow for a few days or months or years as things are getting rebooted and redone and, new technology, like they drug this like 20 years into the future, hook, line, and rope.
I think somebody added the gasoline to that rope, though.
I did not. I had nothing to do with it. Nobody had added to the rose garden.
You just told on yourself because I was not implying nothing.
Uh,
No, I was because I mean I've seen what I've seen going on in the background. Some of the things I'm like, have they lost their mind? Like, how
huh.
was that a good show of business? How
Right.
was that a good, you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
But anyway,
How is that even working? Why do you want us to have only one listing? Are you an idiot? I don't have, $60,000 in coursework to read love and relationship all day.
um, you want to know what my theory is on them wanting to do that?
You sure?
I think they're wanting to do it to cut down on the actual space
Uh huh.
because you know just as well as anybody
Right.
that when you're running a website that information stacks up and you have to start weeding some of it out.
Yeah.
So that's my theory.
Mm hmm.
Maybe they're trying to free up some space on their master drive to make things better for the future. At least I'm hoping to make
Well,
things better
see,
for the
here's the
future.
thing is that,
I'm just trying to stay on the upside of things.
well, I know, and we keep you on the upside of things, but see, here's the thing.
I mean, positive. I'm trying to be positive.
We're not going to be putting you on the no back page. We ain't having that shit.
No.
But anyhow, no. See, here's the problem: is there. It's like if anybody ever had a profile in Keen, the profile still existed. Like when they picked it up and moved it over to Amazon, who had an outage yesterday, Yeah. So you know what happens when Amazon's AWL has an outage?
Oh
Have
no.
an outage.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, we don't have an outage. He has an outage, and the psychics are going, I ain't got any calls. Nobody's chatting with me. Why can't anyone connect with me?
I get a lot of failure to connect.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're getting emails and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm here.
Well, that'll change. Things will get better. Failure to connect with her, you know. And then you've got people that don't invest in their business, and I want your opinion on this because you're a newbie. I'm an old crone that's going, no, I want brand new. Give me shiny. Give me something shiny. Can I get a new shiny keyboard? Can I get a new shiny computer? What is your thoughts on that? Investing on the business.
I think you have to. If you are running any type of business, you have to invest in it because it's an investment in yourself.
Right.
And it's just like going, I know we're talking about the psychic community, but I mean any job out there, if you are going out to work, if you do not have to wear a uniform, you have to dress a certain way, dress to impress. Why? To make that money.
Right.
That's an investment. So I think that you have to, and you can't ignore the people that are relying on you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Right.
my opinion.
And that's my opinion too. Is you always buy more, you always keep a spare, but you always keep updating. Every year and a half. Hello, Miss Shannon. Miss Shannon, what got up in front of the camera? I saw her somewhere. Uh huh. Shannon done some guest spots over on some other shows.
Oh, okay. Well, good for her.
Yeah, she, Miss Published Author, she is.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, but
I've
no.
been out of the loop, you guys. You haven't seen me in a while, and there's been a reason for that. And um, being on here tonight is doing me good because I'm getting to socialize.
Uh huh. Yep.
I missed y'all, honestly. I have.
Uh huh. We've missed you. But I don't know. It seems like everybody is updating. Like PCSP Network got an update today, guys. Um, the Patreon's going to be getting an update. It's getting a forced update, meaning they're forcing me to update it.
Oh,
Yeah, Patreon new stuff.
I don't understand Patreon,
Okay.
so I stay off of it. That's why I don't have one.
Well, the network has one. We've had one because it was demanded. I got tired of people asking me what my PayPal was. And I'm
Yeah.
like, fine, I'll go do this. It can be an extra value. It lets me do things I want to do, and it gives me stuff to, take care of everything.
Well, you have the backup for it.
Yeah.
You have the ability to create
Yeah.
information to put out.
Mm-hmm.
And in your classes and stuff like that, you have all of that. So I don't I mean, I guess I don't understand why some people have Patreons that don't do anything.
They don't work them. They don't do any work to them. They don't put aid to them. By the way, if you want to join our Patreon, the link is in the description, or you can just go over to PCS Network and click Barista and join the Coffee Clan. All right. So, but no, they you have to put work into it. You have to seriously think what can you offer somebody for $1? What's that value? What's that value for a 5, a 10, a 20 a month? And then build it.
See, I don't have anything while I do like education. I have Under the Rowan Tree.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my education. My readings and my shows, that is uh called live cauldron readings and divination night.
Mm-hmm.
So I just give everything. I have nothing to give for pay.
Oh, but you do. You could sit there and you could write articles that are specifically contented for like how to improve your shadow. You can design your own shadow workbook. You can design.
Well, I've thought about that. I've had a situation. Do you want me to get real for a minute?
Oh, honey, we're spilling tea, so you might as well just get the salsa ready and start spilling.
Let me cleanse my palate.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a traumatic flashback. So, how many of you have watched the movie Matilda? Everyone has watched Matilda. Mostly everybody. I've seen that face.
Sure, Gwen. Sure, I've seen it. Uh huh. Uh huh.
Okay,
Isn't that
well,
that
there
French
there
school
is a
thing?
part in it where the father, played by Danny DeVito's character, um, tears up the book that Matilda is reading because it's called Moby Dick, and he's like, "Moby what?" And he starts ripping it, and she's like, "It's a library book." Okay, see, some have. Um, well, that triggered me, and I started crying, and then I had to think about why I was crying. This is because you all know trauma and tarot, shadow practitioner, this is what I do. So
Mhm.
I had to think for a minute and process why that got me.
Uh huh.
And when I was younger, I used to be a big writer.
Mhm.
Like, I love to write, and I love to write poetry. When I was in high school, I had notebooks and I wrote poetry like crazy. Like,
Mhm.
it was my outlet and it was my voice.
Mhm.
And um my boyfriend at the time was reading through my book and saw one that was about, someone. I mean, non-specific, of course, but it was just like a relationship type thing. And he got mad, he got jealous, and he ripped up my poetry book.
Mhm.
So it was that association. So it's kind of like, now I'm like, okay, it triggered me, so I feel like I need to get back to writing.
Right.
So I'm going to try to do that. So whenever you said that, it was kind of like,
Yeah.
that was your psychic ability telling me what I needed to do through my path.
Uh huh. You needed to work out your trauma with Matilda, and maybe you should do a book report on Moby Dick.
I haven't read that one. I don't even have that one in my uh in my library.
Oh, it's a wonderful book.
I know, but I don't even have it. I have to get it. Lydia's gonna want to read it because of it being in the movie.
Good. Get her the unabridged version. That'll keep her busy for about a year, maybe two.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, it's what Pinocchio, the story of the well on steroids.
Yeah.
Okay.
But isn't it funny how people take the base of their words or what they do not think they know and turn it into something that is so out there?
Yeah.
And it's like, where did that come from? Like, how did you get, that Moby Dick story of a psychotic um, sea captain chasing after a white whale because the white whale is actually his arch nemesis connected to his subconscious of his child's memories that are repressed and dangerous and just a little obsessive compulsive. Um, like some things you should not read while reading, taking a psychology class. Um, into pornographical material. Like we're seeing this, however, all over our world.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I realized in this process that my whole life, I mean, I think that I was meant to go into psychology.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, even though I studied computer science, I had a psychology class, and I've always done well with psychology, and
Right.
that's kind of what led me to my path that I'm at right now. You
Uh-huh.
know,
Disclaimer,
I'm not trying to
psychology.
psychoanalyze anybody, but I'm trying to help.
Right. And, it doesn't mean that we're psychoanalyzing people when it's like, no, that's obsessive. The word I really get tired of people using is narcissist. Like, oh, he's a narcissist. Oh, she's a narcissist. That's a psychological decoration. Psychic should not be saying that people are narcissists.
No, it shouldn't. There are a lot of people that are just how do I say this? Just not that interested in you,
Yes.
and if just because they're not interested in you doesn't mean that there is something psychologically wrong with them.
Right.
It's like you wouldn't want someone that has, you know, you don't want somebody labeling you as that. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. But, but no, it's one of those, it's like, no, that's not how that works. Yay, someone's going to get the invisible. Um, but no, it seems to me like a lot of people love to use that word. And it's like, don't say that. Especially when they're not narcissists or pathological liars.
Hmm.
Or, they're not narcissists, they're just pains in your ass. Those are very different situations. You know.
Well, another one that's a trigger for me, and every time I hear it, I just
Right.
want to reach through the phone and strangle somebody.
Right.
Are
Go
they
for it.
my twin flame? All right, let me hear it. How do you handle that?
Honey, twin flames are optional, and the last time I saw it, it's not worth burning his shit over. Does he look like you? No. Does he act like you? No. Does he act like your other half? No. He's rude and mean, doesn't call me, and we haven't talked in 6 months. Then he's not your twin flame. He may be a soulmate. A soulmate is a better term to use because he may be a soulmate teaching you a lesson, like not to obsess over somebody.
Yeah. No, I do prefer soulmate because then I can go in and kind of figure out what kind of soulmate they are.
Yeah.
And as far as if they're there to burn you, celebrate you, or or whatever. So
Or
I do prefer that better.
lesson that soulmates always come in to teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
Whether you want to train and enjoy that lesson and build that relationship that you had back, great. If you don't, guess what? Take the lesson, move on, buy yourself a pair of new shoes, and take a new path.
So if someone want, I mean, okay, so removing that soulmate and twin flame wording,
Mm-hmm.
how would you describe it, like to someone that they met their person?
Well, that's just it. There's not just their person. There's their person A, their person B, their person C, their person D. And all since, most people have been through this world at least 5 times, there's not been any new souls for a very long time. New
Hmm.
person F, new person J, new person G. It's you if you're willing to work on the connection. Being a soulmate to someone is like saying, we had algebra in high school together. Like that's the level of soulmating. That's the importance of it. However, the word soulmate, they can't make it that simple in the study. They can't make it that simple because if you said, every person you ever dated is a soulmate of one level or another. Oh my God, that was what, one sentence?
Yeah.
Damn, that book it was very thin and quick. It's not even a book; it's a pamphlet. No, it's Twitter. post, ooh, someone gonna get some money.
I'm hoping that this changes for all of us. Damn it, come on! Come on!
Right.
I can't help it. It started, and it's just
Play the
not stopping.
casino. We only need 60,000.
So,
you know, everyone from your high school boyfriend that you thought was so cute when he told his mommy no, he was going to date you, all the way up as a soulmate. You could have stayed with any of them, and you could have gone next. Oh God, next, definitely next. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about bringing that one back.
you know what that reminds me of?
What?
You know those jokes that said, you go into a mall shopping for a partner, and it gets better as you go up, and then you get all the way up to the top floor, and you're just like, there's nothing here because you passed up on all the chances along the way.
Yep.
That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Exactly. And what happens if you do that? Guess what? You don't go and become a nun, because believe me, at least half the people have done that. You go and find someone else that was like, nah, I didn't like any of the older models. I wanted something new. And that still happens.
So the way I look at it, if you go all the way through, then you need to do some work on yourself and figure out where you feel like you're not happy, and work on that, fix that before you try again.
Right. And before you try to eat, and I think you need to do that between relationships.
Oh, yeah.
I always say a month for every year.
Well, I do tell people that, because I get a lot of, well, how long until my next? Because I'm talking about this one, like, honey, that one is not the one for you. Well, how long until my next one? It's going to take some time. You need to let this one go now, but it's going to take some time till you get to the next one.
And see, you
don't expect them to show up next week.
Exactly, especially if you're sitting on the couch in your sweatpants eating Haagen-Dazs all night.
Yeah. Yeah.
And have you ever noticed when people leave relationships, they change? Like, they will drop weight or gain weight, one of the two, depending on that. Like, they morph into that person that I think that other person is used to seeing that soul's energy in.
You broke me. Try that again.
Okay. You break up with a dude.
Okay.
You go, before you get in a relationship with a new dude, you normally gain weight, lose weight, cut your hair, let your hair grow out, dye your hair, whatever.
Yeah.
You change, or you morph into what that other soul is used to seeing on some level of economy.
Oh, okay. So that you're attracting that next person. Got it.
Yep. All right. So let's take a break, and when we come back, I want to talk about this crap going on over on the Tiki Talk Queen of TikTok. I've been waiting to talk to this about a year.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll see if you heard about this, because it's flooding my feed.
Okay. Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and as a certified spiritual life coach and shadow practitioner, I have thrown together everything that I have learned to develop a program that works for healing our shadow self and focusing on how we're going to heal ourselves for the future. I work with different types of energy work, such as EFT, TFT, and EFT energy, Reiki, access bars, and power forms. I've put them all together to create my own system that works. We also work with the tarot and the oracle. So I'm not just an energy worker and a healer, I'm a psychic as well. So you can go to Lady Gwendolyn Healing, find out all about me, and book with me on there. I love you guys, and I will see you out there.
Welcome back, goblins! My name is Jason, and I am the host of the Esoteric Book Club, a podcast that examines titles on the magical, paranormal, the mysterious, and the strange. I release 2 episodes a month in which I review books on esoteric topics, recap news of the weird, and conduct interviews with authors, practitioners, and experiencers. The Esoteric Book Club can be found on every major podcast service or can be streamed directly from esotericbookclub.org.
Hi, I'm Aeson Knight. I've been working as a psychic for more than 20 years. I was born with psychic gifts at the age of 3. And with that, I'm able to help you with your love. Relationships get very complicated. I help you understand what's going on, where it's headed, where your next love is, what the lesson is, and how to improve that. I also work in career and dealing with career fields and different job opportunities and things you would like to experience in your life. I use the tarot. My favorite deck is the Gilded Tarot. That's what I normally grab. But I also read angel cards. I also read Ascended Master cards. And I use astrology and numerology in your readings. All that tied in together with my clairvoyant skills, I'm able to get in there and answer your important questions quickly, clearly, and fast. I look forward to talking to you. You have a great day.
Those are some great commercials.
They need updated.
Yeah. So that kind of leads me into something whenever you're done.
No, let's go with where you're lead because this one's going to take a while. You're going to have to explain this to me.
Okay, so I just wanted to give a heads up. We are today is June 15th. We have the rest of the month left up for voting for the Central West Virginia Pagan Pride 2023 awards. We are voting for Pagan of the Year, Shop of the Year, Influencer of the Year, and Artist of the Year. So if you would like to vote, you can go to I have it posted all over the Rowan Temple of Light Facebook page. It's there, and I think I have it up on the Rowan Temple of Light website as well. So go and get your vote put in. Greatly appreciated. Award ceremony is the date of Central West Virginia Pagan Pride, August 19th at Holly Gray Park. That will be at 1 p.m. So we will see you there. Okay, don't forget to vote for Aeson for influencer.
All right, let's go ahead and I'll throw that out so that people can go do that. How's that going, the influencer one? Did you have a lot of entries? Or?
3. It's between 3 people that are advertised on your shows.
Okay, we'll cover it.
So that would be you, and that would also be Natalie for the Pendulum's Path, and Jason from the Esoteric Book Club.
Yes. And Jason also has some lovely artwork up for the logo of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For Pagan of the Year, right now it's between Joni Boyle of the Gaia Den, Donna Donovan of Appalachian Pagan Ministry, and Megan Black. She works at Earth Magic. She will be teaching a class at Pagan Pride this year. Her and Mo actually did the Witch Trivia last year, and they did it at Beltane as well. It's always fun. So that's an amazing thing that they're doing for the community. Shop of the Year is up for that is Earth Magic, the Two Tinkers, and they're not really a shop, but they're still an organization. So Appalachian Pagan Ministry is up for that as well.
Right.
And then we talked about the influencers, and the artwork has just been amazing because the artwork goes and becomes our logo. So we will reveal that July 1st.
Floaty closing.
Do what?
When is voting closing?
The voting is closing on 6:30, so we got 15 days left to get voting done.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to say that we have had more votes this year than we did last year. More people are coming in and voting and using their voice, and I absolutely love it.
Yep. All right. Let me see. You know, I think I have stuff left over.
The theme this year is quote the Raven, and so the artwork does all have ravens in them because, like I said, the artwork becomes our logo for the year and gets put on merch
Mm-hmm.
for us to sell. That's going to be a fundraiser for us. The kitchen is also a fundraiser, so please come and eat the day of. That helps put money in. We are accepting donations. Well, not say we, but Lady Morgana is accepting donations, not just financial, but also volunteers to help with the kids area. It's really hard for her to do it all on her own. And Beth is looking for help in the kitchen as well. So we need volunteers.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't, our group that puts this out, we can't do this without community involvement. If the community does not get involved anymore and stops participating, then we just will stop doing everything.
Well, I know, and that's the big thing. Is community involvement's
I don't
important.
want to do that.
I know, but no. So anyway, the links is out. I just sent them out on our socials
Thank you.
also, so that you can go vote for whoever you want to vote for. I did remember. Thank you for reminding me to cast my votes. So I did cast my votes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just don't ignore it because it's not a test vote.
Oh no, all votes are valid. I mean, I could go through. I mean, I don't look to see individual votings. I look for overall.
I know, but more. I'm sure you're used to me going through and testing your forms. It's not a test vote, honey. I didn't vote test.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But no,
goodness.
I am overwhelmed with how many people have voted. So
Good.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And nobody knows how things are going but me.
Well, good. Well, good. All right. So I just stumbled into this, and the only reason I stumbled into this is Ophelia.
Okay.
Shoe Lover 69, and then I started looking at it, and I was like, "What the hell?"
All right, what's going on? Because I haven't really been on there. I've been on there, but mostly just to do like random things.
Okay, apparently people go live, so they've got 1,000 followers to do this. Heidi, Aeson's still waiting for 1,000 followers, and they're like, "Who got $1? Who's got $1? Can someone cash at me $1? I need to pay a phone bill. I've got 100 viewers here. Can you cash at me $1?" I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Okay, so I know that Mama Tot, that's who he's talking about.
Yeah.
So I have seen readers go on there and do the, hey, if you pay me, then you get bumped in the line for reading. They'll do it that way. So it's kind of like you pay $5 or $10, and then that puts you however up higher in the queue for them to do your reading. I have not seen anyone be like, pay me, cash at me this. I've seen people, because you can, whenever you're live, you can have people send you gifts.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the stars on the Facebook thing. People can send you gifts, and you can make money off of that. I never have yet, and I've been going live every Monday morning that we've been doing my meditations. because I go live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok for
Yeah.
those.
But what a few is going off of, and I'm like, oh please, don't be doing this. Don't be doing this. They're begging for like money to take their kid to the museum or to pay their phone bill or whatever, and they're live. So they've got their live over here. Let's say I'm live here, and you can hear this noise in the background. And they duck out of camera view for a minute and come back up.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Are they doing what I think that they're doing?
Well, honey, why would you need to be tapping a credit card in lines?
Oh my God. No, I haven't seen anything like that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's horrifying. Yes, yeah. And I have actually received not through TikTok.
Uh-huh.
Have I? No. I've never received any. I've received gifts
Uh-huh.
on TikTok live, but nothing of any monetary value.
Right.
Now on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
I have received stars on some of my reels, and I have gotten paid from that.
Right.
But that's
Yeah.
it.
I don't know. There's just like I'm researching and experimenting about how I want to use this because I go staged live. What I mean that is we go live on a show.
Yeah.
I don't do this like carry my phone around the house on live. I mean, it doesn't like my brain ain't there.
Yeah.
I've thought about doing old Yahoo chat rooms readings. If I get TikTok, where it's just literally like question, next read, like speed read. I want to do that. I know I want to do a live of that, but I've got to get enough people in the live to do that because it takes we used to go through pages, like pages. So I wouldn't mind getting a little sharper on those skills. But is this a thing?
I'd never heard of it before, but if it has reached Mama Todd, then absolutely it's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's even made Google because I just searched e-bagging on TikTok, and apparently there is a lot of them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And so, Shannon, that reminds me of the question: would you rather have loyal friends or what is that? $100,000 loyal friends?
Loyal friends. I can make $100,000, honey. Sorry. And that's been me. And that's been, I don't know, maybe that's my mentality. It's where I've come, I've worked for everything. The house is paid off because I worked for it. I worked double shifts for 3 years to pay the house off twice. The car, I've never been one that's like, go rely on the system.
Yeah.
I just don't get this mentality. Do you like?
I have been out and about recently, and
Right.
I've noticed that there's still a lot of understaffing.
Right.
And it's not because of the company understaffing, it's because people don't want to go into work. Like one woman, she told me, and I felt my heart broke for her because she was older than me, and she said that she had been there since 10 o'clock that morning. She was going to be there till 10 o'clock at night, full 12-hour shift, because the people that they had that was still working either wouldn't answer their phone when other people called off, or they would just call off or not show up.
Right.
So that no show cutting you out anymore, it's not a thing.
And seeing that, and that's how I was able to pull 16 so often is because I knew who was calling off. It's Friday night. Gwen, not this one. Gwen's not going to show up. I got a guaranteed 16 hours. Oh, I can get 18 because day shift's going to call in late. Not a problem. I can get some people up. And then, now I have unlimited. Like, I can work as long as I want, all that.
Yeah.
It's like, somebody's working on getting a down payment ready for a car. So someone's putting in, an extra 15 hours somewhere. But that's always been my mentality. If I want it, I'll work for it. And I just don't get these things. Like someone had to literally set me down and explain this to me. And I'm like, how?
Well, literally gave a platform to some of the laziest people in society.
Okay.
And this is what they did with it. So instead of begging their family for money and putting the strain on the family anymore, and now they have a worldwide audience for them to beg from because they do not want to get out and do it. And I have someone in mind. I'm not randomly talking, or trying to say that all people are lazy. I'm just saying some people the criteria fits.
Right.
I'm not trying to be a bitch. I'm not.
You're not.
But my Virgo has definitely been showing tonight.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's going to show. But, there are so many things out there that, this sounds bad, but there are like people out there that are paying $20 to watch videos. You get paid $20 an hour to review content. And I'm like, $20 an hour to review content? All you're doing is reviewing that. Like, there are so many side hustles out there that are, that can be turned into full-time jobs. I mean, look at my career. When I started out, this was the advertisement that I answered was looking for someone to talk on the phone, have knowledge of tarot cards, an average of 20 hours per week. Your income is unlimited. It was targeted for housewives.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, the number of people I've taught to read tarot, and they are just tarot readers. There are some really great ones out there that snap to and got it. There were others that grabbed a poker deck and said, hold up, I got this too. And then the remote work jobs, I just don't understand that drive. Like, is it just, our souls develop differently?
I think so, because things are definitely not the way that they were whenever we were young, and they're definitely not going to be the same whenever the kids grow up.
Well, of course,
my biggest fear is that, so I got the little one, and my concern is that she's not going to be able to get a job.
Okay.
Seriously, because so much is going to self-checkout and stuff like that. And
why would we even have her at retail?
I mean, I would hope that she would be, willing to go out there and work anywhere. Like, she wants to work now. She's got a great mind for business.
How old is she?
10.
Okay, well, great. Encourage that. Get her out there, selling popsicle sticks and pencils and whatever else.
Oh no! Let me fill you in on Botanicon this past weekend.
Okay.
So I was there, and she went with me to set up, and I had created this really cool character building creation. You could use like a D&D character layout or a storyline layout. And I use the tarot cards, Supernatural, Labyrinth, and Stranger Things to find your character. That
Right.
was my thing.
Right. And how much do
She
you charge
is
for this?
$10 a piece.
Okay, guys, if you want this and you miss Mechanicon, you got to message Lady Gwendolyn. Mention that you watched the show and you want a character reading.
Yeah, it's really fun. You get to choose your system, you know, what you want and everything.
Right.
So anyway, while we were sitting there, she was creating the little rubber band jewelry, making bracelets and rings, and made a sign and set up on the edge of the table for sale. And I was just like, I'm so proud.
Yeah. Okay, so if you'll read the announcement, let's throw some force behind this because we
Okay.
do back these people. And I will post it into the comments.
Okay, yes. This is a group that I have had as a fundraiser for Central West Virginia Pagan Pride for many years. Believe in them greatly. Appalachian Pagan Ministries. They are in need of a printer. They do have a preferred model, but it needs a carrier unlocked hotspot for cellular internet access because she works from the road and stuff like that.
Well, first let's tell them what to do.
Okay, so Appalachian Pagan Ministry not just goes into the prisons, which she does, but she also does remote lessons and guidance for those that are in the system or coming out of the system. She is actually teaching a Pagans in Recovery class at Central West Virginia Pagan Pride this year. So she is really into the thick of helping. So they're always needing support, monetary support. Their PayPal, I always think it's funny. I love it. It's send us to prison. At PayPal. Send us to prison.
Right, and that's going out in the comments, and I will put it in the show notes. If you are inclined, you can Cash App them, you can PayPal them. If you want to put your dollars to actually helping active
Appalachian Pagan Ministry.
No, what I'm talking about is the credit card TikTokers or whatever.
Oh.
Put it to better use.
Oh, for TikTok?
No, put it to better use. Instead of sending them $1 so they can, tap their credit card on the desk.
Oh, okay.
Send it to Pagan Ministry so they can catch them when they get caught.
Got it. Yeah. So they'll have that support. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the type of things that need support out there. We quietly donate. I'm one that's always been quietly donating.
Yeah.
I don't like people knowing what I'm putting out there. Because I don't like the spotlight at all. Not for that. Not for that. I will take the spotlight if I'm teaching class. I will take the spotlight if I'm doing work. Good deeds, No. It's like Tracy.
I know. It's nobody's business where our heart lies.
It's nobody's business who writes the check and gets it in the air, and it just appears up in the damn mail somewhere. It's quite hard to take care of, but that is charitable donation. That is actually putting money where it is, instead of, as the news story says here, supporting active people that literally go to Walmart, pull off your whatever you've sent them from Cash App, and then go put it to the dealer.
Yeah. That's just insane. Oh.
So, darling, what are you doing this week?
Well, we just finished up our chakra meditations. We have done all 7 chakras now.
Uh-huh.
And so on Monday, I'm going to start working on specified issues.
Oh.
So what I mean by that is what energy healing meditation would work best for depression,
Mhm.
anxiety, and working on different aspects. That's
Right.
my future for that. And I'm open to any suggestions from anyone. But I do want to continue doing the energy healing meditations. I enjoy doing them, and the little one joined me on the last one.
She did.
She did, and once we were done and I started talking, she just dropped backwards.
Ah.
I said, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm done. I'm just chilling."
Cool. It's important, someone has to inherit, the healing lane. Someone has to inherit, the cauldron readings. We'll get her trained up. She's 10. She got 8 years, honey, until I lock her into a room.
She's already the Stranger Things deck, and she reminds me, is
Uh-huh.
hers.
Uh-huh.
I'm only borrowing it for people when they need the reading.
That's okay. We still have to wait 8 years. And then
Yeah.
we can double book you and lock her into the dining room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And so I mean she's really excited and stuff like that about what I do, and she loves participating with me, and she'll come on and do live videos with me sometimes. She attempted a reading with that Stranger Things deck live one night, and it was really good, but it she doesn't understand, so it's more about what she feels that she needs to tell you.
That's still fine. That's still fine.
She's using her intuition and being guided, and that's all I could ask for.
I know she just cannot accept silver until she's
Oh
18.
no.
Yeah. That's the whole thing there. We don't need the feds coming over and going, all right, that's $5,000 for you, and that's $5,000 from you.
No.
No, we don't need that. And I don't know. I just get so aggravated with some of this crap that goes on nowadays. I feel different. I like I told you on the show before we came on. I'm about ready to start biting stupid.
Yeah. Need to start lighting some fires that need to be burned.
Mm-hmm. Across the board. Oh, but this week's going to be busy. I've got some inner circle classes I'm teaching. We're taking on Aleister Crowley.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Taking a real look at Aleister Crowley, not the PR nightmare of Aleister Crowley in the inner circle. For those who are wondering, the inner circle is where I teach monthly. Either Wiccan, witchcraft, occultism, psychic phenomenon, psychic skills. It's a Patreon. So we got that going on. I got a sale coming out this weekend. Well, 2 sales coming out this weekend. That'll be for discounts on private readings. A couple of the networks are running sales, so that'll be fun. So it'll be busy. And of course, we have our new upgraded, improved keying that we've got to learn and master, and new graphics to come out for it. Because, someone decided, oh, let's change the color palette while we're updating. Not realizing how much trigger that sets off across the planet.
Oh, what are they going to do with all the old logos?
Delete. You know how many of us have to order new business cards?
Oh yeah.
Business cards, feedback images, now taking call images. All this is logo based. And it's like, did you have to? Couldn't you have given us an 8-month notice so, I don't know, we could save us some money to order all this shit?
Yeah.
No, I kind of like it.
It's kind of a green, so I'm digging it.
Yeah, I have to open up a clean browser, and we'll take a look here. Is Aeson ready to share his screen? No. Why? Because we're professionals here.
So it's not just like the color scheme, they changed the font.
They changed everything.
I know, yeah.
Everything. Okay. So this is the new king, and it's lovely forest green, and all the specials are in this lovely lilac color. I do like their new graphics. I will say that I like their new graphics. I love this new graphical area. Top categories, pay attention to the top categories. If you're not one of my advisors, you know why these are the top categories. Make sure you have a listing there. Like this is the new page with featured readers.
Mardi Gras colors.
Yeah, it's a party here, all right.
Sorry.
What?
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see who's working. Anybody we know?
Oh, I'm obviously logged off, but
Well, me too.
now see, can you see that not everyone has changed over to their picture yet?
Not yet. And you know what?
Do we have a deadline on that?
Huh?
Do we have a deadline on that?
Yep, it was the 14th.
Oh.
So I'm sure some got 2-week notices. Others will be getting 2-week notices.
Now, for you that's curious, we're talking about our photos, that there are a lot of readers that do not have their actual photos up there. It's just like a graphic or something like that, or
they bought a Russian model set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
okay, I'm gonna have to do some searches. Let's see. Is Sandy up? Sandy, are you working? Sandy, are you watching?
you can do both.
Well, you can do both. Yeah. Okay, this is what the psychic listing looks like.
Oh, that's a good picture of her.
It is, and she's got the experience to back it. I love this picture of her. This is
wow.
a post picture. And then, of course, her feedback. She's got some lovely energy there. So understanding. She'll be on after Natalie. But no, it's all tagged and monetized and everything else. Of course, let's look at mine. I want to see if they've got my courses linked yet. Yes, they have my courses. You guys can go over to Keen and click, and you go into the other site, if it's loading, on Modern Spiritual, where you can get my courses. Thank you. We do value privacy. Have a great day. You can, take beginner astrology wherever you want. And these are all on sale for $20. Like, you're not going to get those prices. Yes, they are recorded, but yes, you can go and take my courses. You can also book premium sessions over here. But, that's the expanded advisor profile. That's some nice feedback. Very nice, very nice, very happy. Okay, well, that changed some things very nicely. Cool. And then, of course, my blog, which if you're on my site, you get the same blog. We just posted up here on Keen, so Keen can keep up with it. But that is what the new site and the new blogs look like, because they even changed this. Well, this will be changing. So that's the fun updates that I've been working on and meeting about and having meetings about meetings. So what was your thoughts when it happened?
I knew, I kind of knew a little bit that it was coming, but I just opened it up and it's like, okay, this is what we're doing today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like it. Of course, they were gonna go with purple and green,
Like every psychic business. That's why I am blue and gold.
except for me.
You're purple and gray. No, what are you?
Well, you call it purple, but it's like a shadow because it's like the fog in the mountains kind of look to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of looks like a pale lavender smoky color.
Mm-hmm.
But we tried to like go completely cut out the purple.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't having none of that because the Roman Temple of Light site is yellow and green and red.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I wanted to go black for years. I wanted my company logo to go black until I saw the printing costs for black.
mountain lavender,
black.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
But
that.
no, I like King's new colors. They look calmer. Yes, the text is a different format than the Roman. I think they had Roman 1 or whatever format. New Roman was the text on there. I'm
Yeah.
glad they changed that because it looked terrible on mobile. Which I need to figure out a way to share on like to be able to share mobile to the screen in here. We've got to figure that out because I'm going to rate some readings.
Okay. What do you mean?
Meaning, we see psychics post up readings all the time. I'm going to go in there and rate them. Like this is one of those videos I want to do where we talk about reading style, but I
Yeah.
need to be able to share the TikTok from the phone.
Mm-hmm.
But that's some fun stuff. Yeah, very spa looking colors, very much so.
Yeah.
All right, honey. Well, my cup's empty. What about yours?
Oh yeah, it's done. I do want to say I'm not gonna see you guys before the end of the voting, so I hope you get your vote in, and I'll see you. I'll probably do a live special on a Wednesday night, shortly thereafter, or a live special at some point in time to announce the winners, probably the first Wednesday in July.
Okay.
That's after the 4th of July, and things will be calming down a little bit, so we'll get that done.
Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. We will see you tomorrow night on Mountain Bears. And let's just take a moment and thank the people that make this station possible. Thank you, Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda Bryan, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Vaughn, Caitlin Bell, and Devon. If you'd like to support and learn more about the show and some of the great benefits on the Patreon, which is getting an update tonight, please visit PCSPnetwork.com and click Baristas because that's what our group is called. So we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.